To seek the truth is one of humanity's greatest callings, a journey into the unknown, peeling back the mysteries of our universe. But this path is perilous, often costing pioneers everything. Imagine finding a truth so profound it changes everything, only to be met with suspicion and ridicule. History is filled with visionaries whose wisdom was dismissed as madness. Why? Because new truths threaten the foundations of our shared beliefs and comfort. We cling to the familiar, resisting anything that shakes our world. Silencing the messenger is easier than rebuilding our reality. The guardians of the old ways, religious, political, scientific, stand as gatekeepers, seeing truth-tellers as threats. Thus, a conflict is born. The lone voice of reason against the roar of the crowd. The price? Silenced voices, lost knowledge, and delayed progress. Yet, the pursuit of truth endures, shaping the course of humanity. Consider Galileo Galilei, who pointed his telescope skyward and saw a universe that defied centuries of belief. He discovered mountains on the moon and moons orbiting Jupiter, evidence that Earth was not the center of everything. Galileo published his findings, expecting wonder, but instead faced outrage. His discoveries threatened religious doctrine and the established order. The Roman Inquisition saw his work as heresy and forced him to recant under threat. Galileo spent his final years under house arrest, his books banned, his voice silenced. But the truth he revealed could not be imprisoned. The Earth continued to orbit the sun, regardless of denial. Galileo's courage lit a path for future generations. His struggle reminds us, you cannot silence the universe. The truth, once seen, waits patiently for the world to catch up. Before Galileo, Giordano Bruno imagined an infinite universe, countless stars, endless worlds, and the possibility of life beyond Earth. In the 16th century, this was heresy. Bruno's vision shattered the comforting belief that humanity was the center of creation. He traveled Europe spreading his radical ideas, refusing to be silenced by dogma. The church saw him as a threat, his ideas undermining their authority. Arrested and imprisoned for years, Bruno never recanted. In 1600, he was burned at the stake for daring to imagine a bigger universe. His death was a warning to others: question the established truth at your peril. Yet Bruno's vision echoes in our modern understanding of the cosmos. His sacrifice reminds us that progress often demands great courage. The universe is vast, and so is the price of discovery. Not all battles for truth are cosmic. Some unfold in hospital wards. In 19th century Vienna, Ignaz Semmelweis discovered that hand-washing could save mothers from deadly childbed fever. His simple solution slashed mortality rates, but his colleagues mocked and rejected him. The idea that doctors could be the cause of death was too uncomfortable to accept. Semmelweis was ostracized, driven from his post, and died in obscurity. Only decades later, with germ theory, was his truth recognized. His story is a stark reminder: even life-saving truths can be fiercely resisted. Pride and tradition can blind us to evidence. Semmelweis's struggle paved the way for modern medicine. Sometimes the simplest truths are the hardest to accept. And the cost of denial can be measured in lives lost. The stories of Galileo, Bruno, and Semmelweis reveal a pattern. New truths are ridiculed, opposed, then accepted as obvious. Fear and pride fuel resistance, especially when power is threatened. But reality is indifferent to belief. Truth endures, no matter the opposition. You can silence the messenger, but not the message. The Earth orbits the sun, the universe is vast, and germs cause disease, regardless of denial. Today, we benefit from the courage of those who suffered for truth. Their stories urge us to question, to listen, and to remain open to new ideas. The outcast of today may be the visionary of tomorrow. We must have the courage to look, to imagine, and to change. The search for truth is our greatest journey, and it is the only way we move forward, into the light. Take a moment to reflect on these stories and what they mean for you. If you found this message thought-provoking, subscribe or follow for more content that challenges and inspires.